For generations, the Blackwood family has gathered, not in celebration, but in silent dread. A curse, ancient and insatiable, binds them to this land, to this house, to a single horrific day. The Thanksgiving curse, a dark pact forged in desperation, demanding a gruesome tithe. And now, the final chapter descends. Elara Blackwood, the last in a dwindling line. She carries the weight of her ancestors, haunted by whispers and shadowed memories. Tonight, she faces what they could not. The air itself felt thick with anticipation, a heavy blanket of dread pressing down. Every creak of the old house was a breath, every shadow a watchful eye. The ancestral home, a tomb of secrets. Her grandmother's frantic final letter had spoken of a way to break the curse, hidden somewhere within these walls. The Book of Shadows and Sorrows, her grandmother had called it. A desperate attempt to understand, to fight back against the entity that devoured their kin. One Thanksgiving at a time, the entries detailed the curse's true origin. Not just a malevolent spirit, but an ancient, forgotten god of the harvest, angered by a broken promise, its hunger twisted by human deceit. The Blackwoods had stolen a sacred artifact, believing it would bring prosperity. Instead, it brought an unholy hunger, demanding a feast of a different kind. The journal led her to the cellar, a place spoken of only in hushed, terrified tones. The true heart of the curse. This was where the Blackwoods had first made their pact, and where, every year, the creature collected its gruesome toll. The chamber pulsed with an oppressive energy, an undeniable presence. The platter, it was where the true Thanksgiving feast was laid. The ritual to break the curse was dangerous, written in blood. It demanded a reversal of the ancient offering, not of life, but of truth. Her grandmother's final entry detailed a counter-ritual, a way to starve the entity by denying it its sustenance. The hidden truths and forgotten sins of the Blackwood lineage. The entity knew. It sensed her defiance. The air grew colder, heavy with a predatory watchfulness. Each heirloom, a symbol, each a silent confession of a hidden family secret, a lie perpetuated through generations. She had to expose every buried lie, every act of cruelty, every unspeakable sacrifice made in the name of prosperity. This was the truth feast. The first secret, a forgotten child, given to the entity by a desperate ancestor, a payment for fertile fields. Not a sacrifice, but a dark abandonment. The entity's presence intensified. It did not want its meal exposed. It thrived on the hidden shame, the quiet horror. The second truth, a jealous brother poisoning his sibling at the Thanksgiving table to inherit the land. The curse gorged on that betrayal. It was a scream of fury, of a monstrous hunger being denied. The house itself became a cage, trying to keep its secrets locked away. She knew the biggest secret, the one her grandmother had only hinted at in her final trembling words, the original pact. Not just an offering, but a twisted consumption. The first feast involved a Blackwood, not of them, but by them. The true curse, the patriarch, driven by greed, had consumed a part of the entity itself, becoming a vessel, passing the hunger down through the bloodline. The entity wasn't just feeding on their secrets, it was part of them. A living hunger, woven into their very DNA. It emerged from the shadows, a grotesque parody of a guest at the feast. Its form wavered, coalescing from the very dread it fed upon. Her grandmother's solution wasn't to fight it, but to starve it, to expose its foundation, to reject its presence within. The chant was a severance, a declaration that the Blackwood line would no longer be its unwitting host, its willing accomplice. Each word was a lash, each truth revealed, a burning ember in its monstrous maw. The house, infused with centuries of the curse, fought back, trying to protect its dark tenant. With a final desperate cry, Elara finished the incantation. The truth, now laid bare, burned brighter than any curse. The entity shrieked, a sound of pure agony and dissolution, as its unholy bond to the Blackwoods was finally, excruciatingly severed. Silence descended. A fragile, disbelieving silence. Had it truly worked? Was the Thanksgiving curse finally broken? The hunger was gone, but the scars remained. The house, forever marked, stood as a testament to the horrors it had witnessed. The curse may have been defeated, but the legacy of the Blackwoods, of their greed and their secrets, would always linger, a whisper in the autumn wind. She stepped into the dawn, the first Blackwood to be truly free. But freedom, she knew, often comes with a chilling, unforgettable price. The Thanksgiving curse was over, or so she hoped. Some hungers, once unleashed, are never truly satisfied.